Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your monthly forecast for this month of November 2021, guys. I'm so excited for this month. It's my birthday month. It's fall. I cannot believe it's already here. We survived those retrogrades in October and that particularly intense full moon. I'm not sure if anybody else felt that, but tempers were a little high and there were some things that just kind of combusted for some. So for November, guys, just make sure that we take the time, especially my beautiful water signs, to cleanse ourselves. This is a very good grounding month, but I think especially for our water signs in particular, it'd be very good to take sea salt baths, to make sure you're meditating, rooting yourself a little bit more. So the emotions that can kind of get a little turbulent afterwards can just settle and be a little bit more calm. Now, this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So please be sure to check all three, guys, just to have a complete understanding of the energetic influence for you this month. And if this is your first time watching me, thank you so much. If this resonates with you, serves you in some way, please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really do appreciate it, and it really does help. My dog's in the back there. So you see any movement? It's him. All right, guys, let's get started. Let's take a deep breath in. And any stress or anxiety, guys, let's just exhale that out. And let's see what this month has in store for you. Okay, getting some clarity here. Okay, let's get started, my Cancers. We have the Ace of Swords, the Sun, the Five of Cups, Nine of Swords, Three of Swords. Clarity card for the Three of Swords is the Ace of Cups, the Magician, and the Two of Swords. The Epiphany card, King of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Hangman, the Empress, the High Priestess, and the Five of Wands. So I'm going to be honest, guys. This month, let's just start it out. This month, there's going to be new ideas, inspiration. You're going to be feeling really confident in the beginning of November, very go-getter, which I think is amazing, Cancers, because you're going to really feel these new ideas coming to the surface that might bring solutions, that might bring some positive outcomes, and you might actually start seeing the energy of this rolling at the beginning of November. So it's wonderful that you stay positive. It's wonderful that you keep pushing forward. What I will say is that this month, despite your own ideas and inspiration, what's going to be kind of a focal point for you is relationships. Now, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be familial, platonic, business. There's all kinds of relationships. But there is going to be something here that doesn't quite work out the way that you want it to. You might be noticing that there's disagreements. You guys just cannot come to a compromise. Perhaps there's just been this elephant in the room for a little while, and now we're just going to have to spotlight it and have that conversation. Now, when you have the Five of Cups, the universe is saying, look, you're not being punished. This is nothing wrong. It's just that you might be, when you're trying to cork like a boat with a bunch of holes and stick your fingers in it, honey, it's not sustainable. Allow whatever is there working under the surface or has been kind of hanging out in the corner, and you guys are just like, let's just watch Netflix, let's just ignore this problem. This is not a bad thing. Yes, is it uncomfortable? Is it disappointing? Is it emotional? Yeah, it is. And it's going to cause you some stress and some sleepless nights whenever you have the Nine of Swords. You're overthinking things, Cancer. You're thinking of all the negative possibilities of the situation. The shoulda, coulda, wouldas. The shame. What if I would have done this differently, said this differently, handled it then? Number one, that doesn't serve you. We can't go back. But number two, on a positive note, the universe is saying, even though you're stressing, 99.9% of the things you're stressing about are not going to come to pass, Cancer. However, you are a divine creator. Whatever you focused on for an extended amount of time begins to build. It's just physics, it's just particles. So they're saying, surrender it up to us. Because what's happening here is that one little thing, one issue, it can multiply into many. You have the Ace of Cups, the Magician, the Two of Swords. You can create more disagreements, more tete-a-tetes, more issues by focusing on the negative because you're already tense and emotional and it's triggering something. You have the Three of Swords here and the Epiphany card. Number one, whatever this issue is, it's not new, Cancer. Perhaps it's an old lesson, perhaps it's a reoccurring argument or disagreement, perhaps it's something that has been bothering you. So yeah, you're going to be triggered. But understand whatever little disagreement or big, I don't want to give it a size, whatever issue arises in your relationship this month, it's triggering something deeper. You have it with the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is the past, the old grief, the old pain. And the reason that this is happening, Cancer, is so that you can release that old pain. So maybe you have a situation that triggers your sense of your fear of abandonment or fear of rejection or father mother issues. Right? It's triggering something old and deep. The reason it's being triggered, honey, is to bring it to the surface, to bring it. Maybe the elephant in the room is your trust issues. Maybe the elephant in the room is your inability to be vulnerable. And it's coming up like, hey, we can't keep doing this. We can't allow this kind of behavior and also grow. So you got to try, do your best to see how this situation is going to help alleviate and give you the opportunity to let go of all that old stuff, guys. And I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm not saying it's not valid or there's not a lesson, but toting it around only poisons other areas. And the universe is giving you an opportunity to release this. You have the Epiphany card, the King of Wands, and Six of Swords. You have an opportunity to turn these experiences into wisdom, not just knowledge. Knowledge is like, I know better, but I still keep doing the same thing. Wisdom is, I know better. I am embodying that. I am living that lesson, and I'm no longer doing the same thing over and over again. And you have the King of Wands. The universe is like, what's the bigger picture for your life, Cancers? Do you want to keep doing this? Do you want to keep struggling with this? It's surviving versus thriving. No, let's step into this. Let's step into our authenticity, into our power, and into the kind of vision we want. If this is the life that we envision for ourselves, what traits would I be? What would I embody? Who would I be? How would I feel? And begin to embody that as best as possible, guys. You have the Six of Swords. It's the end of this storm, guys. It's the end of this problem. The universe is giving you this situation so that you can end it. It doesn't have to be ended with that person. I mean, if that's what's necessary, but end the issue itself, the triggering issue itself. Maybe it isn't because they're leaving the cabinet doors open. Maybe it's just because you feel someone doesn't got your back. What's the deeper issue, Cancer? And don't be afraid to dive and just get it out, because this is an opportunity for you to release, to live a bigger vision, to let go so that you can breathe, so that you can move forward. You have the Hangman, the Empress, the High Priestess, and the Five of Wands. Please understand, you have so many major arcanas. The Empress with the Hangman, you're being given an opportunity to also birth a new reality. A completely different perspective is being given to you here. Like, oh my God, like I didn't realize I can live differently, I can do differently, or that I've been creating this. You have the High Priestess with the Five of Wands. So please understand that this Five of Wands is arguments. It could be drama, verbal drama. Now, whether it's around you and it's triggering you, or it's you and this other individual or group, understand this is kind of divinely guided. You might have been saying, God, I really wish I could achieve this or have this kind of relationship. Universe, please, I keep trying to manifest it. And the universe is like, you got a big block, honey, but I'm going to answer your manifestation. So we're going to bring this block to the surface to get it out. Sometimes answers to our prayers, to our affirmations don't always look the way we think, because we have to do the work to release what's blocking that flow. The universe is giving this to you, honey, so that you can stop, not dive into the drama, but to stop and stand around and be like, how did I create this? What part did I play? What did I do that had me resonate with this kind of experience? It's that victim mentality or that low self-worth. What is it? Do you know what I'm saying? I know this might look like, oh no, guys, this is the perfect storm to create a new life. You got to let go of that old to bring in that new. You have to release your attachment to that pain, to that story, if you want a different kind of life, a different kind of experience. I wish you guys so many blessings. So much love and light. You can do this, Cancer. If you like a more in-depth tarot session, a soul reading, a healing session, my links are down below, guys. Otherwise, have a beautiful November, and I will see you next month for next month's readings. Take care.